He's not. How's everybody today?
Everyone says, hey,
Hey,
hi,
hello.
I already got a question.
Already got a question? What's the question?
Asked by Ruth Power, says, hey, I'm wondering about my son's career.
So it feels like there's some training that needs to happen, and I do hear that the path is being set up. So it feels like there's people on the other side that are guiding him, but he feels a bit lost. I'm drawn to computers for some reason, or some mathematical, so even what is it? What's the word, guys? I guess could even be an electrician or engineer. That's what it is. Thank you very much, Maddie. Feels very much like that. So how is everybody? It's a lovely Wednesday afternoon. Looks like we're busy already, hey?
That's people saying, hello, hi, how are you? Good, how are you?
Very good. If you guys stay to the end, I have an announcement to make, and it's a pretty awesome one, so hopefully either pop back in just before the end, which is about an hour from now, or stay on until then. Surprise announcement.
Do you want to start?
Yeah, some more questions. Absolutely.
All right. Phil Fair asks, is this the job for me? Will I get promoted this year?
I hear for next year you'll get promoted. Yes. Stick it out is what I hear. Don't get disheartened or give up. Okay. Yeah.
We've got lots of career questions.
Oh, well, career questions are good.
And also just remind people not to spam.
Oh, yeah, no spamming. Oh, I always forget to do, the intro. So just ask your question. Because we have so many people asking, it goes really, really fast. So if you ask more than once, it pushes all the questions off the screen, and then we can't get to anybody. So please just ask your question. Wait a few minutes. If your question hasn't been answered, you can go ahead and just put it in again, okay? If you spam, we're going to just automatically ignore you because that's not how Spirit works.
Alright.
Okay.
Victoria asks, how is my future looking career-wise? Thank you.
So I do feel that there's a big shift coming, and it feels like the doors that you had been previously trying to get through is now opening up to you. So your patience has more I know it's very thin right now, but it is moving in the right direction. And I do feel for you, by April, you'll have what I hear is your dream job. Yeah.
Oh, and your reading, Lisa, says, thank you so much for my amazing reading. It was so helpful.
Oh, you're welcome, Lisa. It was a pleasure.
All right.
And welcome.
Okay, Kim asks, I keep seeing repetitive numbers, 111, 222, 333. What does that mean?
Okay, so in this case, what I hear is it's validations for you. So when we see 111, 333, what was the other numbers?
222,
222. Those numbers are sent from our guides more often than not. So you want to pay attention to what you're thinking about, or even what you're talking about at the time when you notice those numbers. Now, if it's something that you're not really thinking anything or doing anything, there are, here, I'm going to show you. There's a book called Angel Numbers. Wait, it's here, right? Yeah, it is. This helps a lot. Okay. It's a book by Doreen Virtue. You can buy it at Chapters, and it just tells you what all the different numbers mean. The 1111 is your higher masters. They're communicating with you in a very deep way. So you want to pay attention to those things. I know it does take time to figure it out, but there is avenues to help you with that. So it's your spirit guides more than anything. Yeah. That was a long answer. Or at least it felt that way.
Next question?
Yeah.
April Ann asks, I've been told that I have many old spirits around me. Do I have a gift?
So, what do they mean by old spirits? I mean, you have lots of spirits around you. What it feels like is that you have family, and it feels like a long generation of family. I think that's maybe what they mean by old spirits. It just means people who passed away a long time ago that are with you still, or with you now. I do feel recent spirits with you too, so you're just open. That's a good way to be, but just don't invite anything into your space. It's really important. Okay. But yeah, you're definitely an open person for sure.
All right. Next question?
Yeah, always.
Vilma says, hi, is someone new coming into my life?
Yeah, you're going to have somebody come in within the next 4 months. What I hear is just make space for them. The way that you're situated, like even just how you lay in your bed and whatever, make space as if somebody's already there. That's what I hear for you. You're ready. Oh, thank you.
That's from Kimberly.
Kimberly. Oh, thank you, Kimberly.
One sec.
Yeah, I know they move fast. Eh?
Okay. Blair asks, do I have any messages from Spirit?
So what I hear with you, honey, is you really need to start paying attention more, and you need to start recording what is happening around you, because you get a lot of validations and you don't necessarily take them on as validations. So start recording just like the weird stuff that happens around you. That's Spirit wants you to pay attention. That's what I hear.
All right.
Yeah.
Kayla Emmett says, hi, Kayla here. Can you give a description of who's watching over me?
So you have 3 different people with you. I do feel grandmother energy, and I feel male energy. The male energy seems to be the one that's the most predominant. Very tall, very protective of you, feels very familiar, so it's somebody you know. And then the other energy is a shorter female. She's got really straight blonde hair is what I see. And they all 3 feel like they're kind of a part of protecting you and guiding you, but the male one is, and I get I can't even say the name. It's like a T sounding name. It starts with a T, but I can't hear it because it's a weird name. Thank you.
All right. Next one?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
You guys are so sweet. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much.
Okay. Hi, Kate here. Haven't gone back to work yet. We were planning to buy this house. Is it going to happen soon?
So I do hear that there's a little bit of a delay, not a delay, but some interference is what I hear. I feel like for you, you've got to move some energy in the heart chakra, because there's a part you feel split. It's like, I want it, but I don't believe I can have it. So you got to get back in alignment with believing it's going to happen. I feel like you're the limitation. So just change how you feel within yourself and just see yourself moving. That's all you got to do. That is the key to manifestation. Just seeing it happen. Okay. And thanks for the gifts again, guys.
All right. Mm-hmm. April Valentine, very pretty name.
I like that too.
Asks, I would love to connect with my brother.
So it's interesting with your brother. I feel like he kind of, I don't know how to describe it. It's like he wanders. So he's in and out of everybody's life is what it feels like. And it's like he wanders around the family, friends. He's got a lot of people that he sees. I do feel like when you guys talk about him, he comes in, and he wants you. Don't forget me is basically what I hear from him. Don't forget about me. So keep talking about him and keep inviting him in. Okay.
All right. Angela Guastella asks, who does my granddaughter talk to?
Oh, okay. So the main people that she's talking to is her spirit guides, but she is very open. I do get the sense that there's a lot of people that have passed away around her, or like in your family. They come in a lot, but she's really open. She feels very aware, and mostly she does speak to her spirit guides. She does have a little kid with her too, so there is a child that is playing with her. Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This person says, hi, Mimi here. I'm going to assume that's Mimi. Mm-hmm. What are his intentions of coming back?
Oh, I get warning bells, honey. And I think the reason why is because there's a better match for you. You really got to pay attention to, it's almost like the universe is testing you to see if you really have shifted out of that alignment. So warning bells is what I hear. Mm-hmm. Okay? Yeah.
All right. Jazz says, hi, Rebecca. Do I have any messages from my guides?
So they're really happy, especially lately. They tell me that the last 4 months for you has been pretty intense, and you have been really receiving their messages from what I can see. They communicate with you a lot in your dreams, so you should be keeping a dream journal. Really important, okay? It's about understanding the signs. So they've been giving you a lot. I mean, they've been bombarding. It feels like you've been kind of constantly been told stuff, and it can be hard. So writing it down helps a lot. It will help you with that, okay? Oh, thank you.
All right, next question.
Yeah.
Okay. This person says, Larry here. How's my finances going to be this year?
So I do see improvement, but it's going to be later on. So I do feel that it's kind of a slow and steady pick back up is what it feels like. So by the summertime, you're gonna have less stress for sure. Yeah. Thank you for the gifts, guys. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Someone asks, how can you get a private reading?
So I have a website. You just go to RebeccaDragonheart.com and you book there. As soon as you have booked, we get an email and then we'll send you out a confirmation date. If the confirmation date doesn't work for you, we are very flexible, but I am very busy. So I do have a lot of bookings. I think we're into April now. So the reading is about 45 minutes long, give or take. It depends on if we get everything answered just before, or if it goes a little bit longer, that's okay too. Yeah. Okay. And you can see my testimonials on my website as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Shannon Johnston asks, hey, who is my daughter talking to? Please, she hardly sleeps due to always talking to me.
What I would do, honey, especially with her, she's very open, and it's not always, not that it's bad spirits, but it's spirits that don't respect boundaries. So you need to sage, you need to clear out her room at least. And what I would do, and this, I know it sounds strange if you're not used to doing it, but I would do this for her, is put some water in a bottle, a spray bottle, put some Himalayan salt, and if you can find small pieces of tourmaline, put them in the water. That's just going to help create a barrier so that you can't, because she's open, you can't keep the spirits from coming, but what you can do is keep them from going into her space. So spray the door and spray the window. And the reason why you do it with the liquid and the salt is because you can't just sprinkle salt because that can be brushed away. But if you spray it, it crystallizes on the ground. So it will create a barrier so that spirit can't come in, okay? She really needs that help. Thank you for the flowers, whoever sent that. She really needs the help because she's really open. And it feels like they really do invade her privacy and her space, especially at night. So this will help. I also do recommend obsidian for little kids that are very psychic. So this is obsidian. My little one sleeps with an obelisk beside her, so it keeps them from touching and being anywhere near you, basically. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Caro, I'm going to assume is the name.
Okay.
Says, hi, any messages regarding my relationship situation? Thank you.
So it does feel like, so what I hear is the winds of change are happening. It does feel like this relationship is one that will dissolve, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. I do feel a better connection within the next 8 months coming into your life. Somebody who's a lot closer in vibration and has the same aspirations and goals for you. Yeah.
Veronica asks, I lost my job. Will I find a new job soon?
Yeah, 3 months, I heard. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, this person says, hi, Brenda P. here. I've struggled with love for so long. I wanted to know if it will ever happen.
Yeah, so you have a lot of past stuff that you still have to clear. You have to really, how do I put it? I do feel love coming to you, and it feels like it's this year, but you just have to clear out some of your history, some of your past beliefs, okay? You are deserving of love, and you have done a lot of self-reflection, so just be open to it. I do have a video on how to manifest your perfect partner if you want to try to see that. I think it's like 4 or 5 videos back. It's a really awesome way to bring somebody, like to use creativity and bring somebody into your life. Yeah. But I do see somebody coming into your life this year.
Okay. April D12 asks, Hi, Rebecca. Any message for my spirit guides? Do all people have spirit guides?
Yes, all people do have spirit guides. We couldn't function here without them. There's no way. For you, I do feel that they're urging you, they talk about your workspace. So they need you, or they are urging you to really think about your career path. I feel like you're not in alignment with where you need to be with that, and they really want you to find your alignment and use your passion and use your talent, is what I hear from them. Thank you for the flowers.
Okay. This person says, hi, Claudia here. They laid me off my job. Will I get a new one soon?
Yeah, don't stress about that. It feels like a blessing in disguise, really. Yeah, don't worry, you will get one very quickly. Thank you for the flowers. I like the flowers the most because they're so pretty on the screen. Actually, I like the heart one too because it does that little dance thing. Next question.
Okay. Okay. Cleo asks, I met someone in December. I deeply connected with them. Was it my imagination or was it real?
No, it's real. I do feel that there's a distance between the two of you. So I don't know if you guys met online, but it does feel that there's a distance between the two of you. What I do feel is that they pulled back a little bit, and it might be just fear. Don't blame yourself for that, and just continue to be you, because I do feel that person will come back. Okay? Or the connection will regrow. It's fear on their part.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Got one?
Sarah T asks, will I meet the one soon?
So I hear next year, honey. Not this year yet. I feel like you're not ready to meet the one. I feel like if you got that manifestation right now, you might not necessarily recognize it, okay? So next year. Thank you.
All right. I don't know how to say the first part of this, but it is Burkess Angel.
Okay.
Something like that. Burke's Angel.
Burke's Angel. Okay.
Says, hi, Rebecca. Good to see you. Do my parents know me even if they cross paths? I'm adopted.
I mean, yeah, yes. Okay, so here's the thing. Yes and no is what I hear. So they do, absolutely. I feel like one of them is still here, one of them is not. So I don't know if something happened to one of your parents, but it feels like one has crossed over. They absolutely are connected to you. Yeah, for sure. But I don't think you need to worry about that right now. Like you have a beautiful family, or you have at least beautiful energy around you that shows that you're supported there. So I am hearing from your guides, don't concern yourself so much over that, because you had a different experience for a reason, is what I hear. Okay? Lots of love around you. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much.
Cynthia and Spatch asks, hello, is my spirit guide my brother, and is there any messages? I would be so grateful.
So your brother is with you, but he's not your spirit guide. And the reason why he is not is just that he helps a lot of people in your family. Like he's in and out. So he can't be your spirit guide just because he can't be with you 24/7. You do have two spirit guides with you. And, it's interesting. The messages from them is, just keep enjoying your life. And what I hear from your brother is, I'm there when you most need me. And he feels like he supports you a lot when you're in distress. So he's there a lot when you're in turmoil. So that's when he supports you the most. Yeah.
Okay. Kaylee P asks, do babies that pass get to watch over us?
So they do. Some babies do watch over us. Some babies do incarnate again. So a lot of what happens is, I'll talk from experience. I have had people who've had like either miscarriages or lost babies, whatever, and those babies grow with their siblings. And I've seen that. But I've also seen that they come in sometimes right away. If that first pregnancy didn't take, they'll come in again, either with that family or with somebody else, right? But some of them come in, some of them stay. I have seen them grow with the family. I have, yeah. All right.
Karen Meffner asks, my dad just passed. Is he free of pain?
Oh, yeah. Mobile is what I heard as well. It's like, what they show me is like his thoughts were clouded, couldn't think clearly, and not able to move around freely the way that he would have if what happened to him didn't happen. So his mobility is back. He feels freedom. That's what it feels like. It's like freedom. I get to be, everything is back the way that it should be. So 100% back to himself is what it feels like. And totally at peace and happy. And just, there's a lot of freedom there, which is a good thing, right?
All right. This person says, Jenny here. My mom passed 6 months ago and my dad is terminally ill. Is there a message for him or I?
So I do feel, now normally I don't say this, but I do feel your dad will cross soon. Your mom's going to be there with him to help cross him over. I also feel like your grandparents are also there. The main thing is, this is the part of life that nobody likes to talk about, but we're all going to go through it, and I don't want your dad to be afraid. And I feel like that's the message that they want him to have is don't be afraid, because being in that physical state is harder than crossing over. That it's very peaceful to cross over when it's your time. Right?
All right.
Yeah.
Haley asks, hi Rebecca, what have you done to become more in tune with your abilities over the years?
Oh my, so I did a lot of things, some things that were kind of bad. So I used to send telepathic messages to people and make them like pick their nose or like, untie their shoe or tie their shoe and stuff like that. I've done a lot of different things that were not bad, but that I feel is like not a nice thing to do now. I would never do it as an adult, but I was a kid at the time. So that was one of the things I used to do. I practice with tarot. So this is my tarot deck. Love them. And I did a lot of meditation. I trained with a shaman when I was 16, and I also got certified in Reiki at 16. So I started my journey with Reiki, and back when it was not as common. My Reiki master was kind of surprised by somebody my age being there. And then I take playing cards, and this sounds silly, but it works really well. And you get a partner with you, and you have the other person ask you, you start out with, is it red or black? Because this is how we learn to listen, right? How we learn to see it, red or black. And you make a pile. The one that you got right goes in the left pile. The one that you got wrong goes in the right pile. And eventually it gets to the point where you're constantly getting it right. And then you ask the suits. So star, diamond, heart, spade, right? Or wait, no, that's not how it goes. The spade, club, hearts, diamonds, and then hone it that way. And then I would go by numbers. So I know it seems like a lot, but it's actually a really easy way to learn to hear. And, I did a lot. I got certified in hypnotherapy in the year 2002. So I've done a lot of practice that way just to really hone in and really trial and error as well. There's been times, like even now, sometimes I'll get a message and I don't listen. It's kind of crazy to think, but I actually do. Sometimes not listen, and then my guys are like, what were you doing? I told you not to do that, but I do it sometimes anyways. But you do learn. It's like you get that inspired thought or that feeling, gut instinct, and then you don't listen, and then something backfires on you, right? So you start paying attention to those things, listening to and paying attention to synchronicities. I also made sure that I learned about the different types of psychic abilities so that I could learn how to use them. Automatic writing is also another thing that I tried as well. I didn't quite like how it felt, so I decided to train with remote view, which is a lot easier. So those are all the things I've done. It was a long but good list, yeah.
Right. Next question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This person says, hi, my name is Roxana. Does Vincentu, oh my goodness, really love me, and does he want a relationship?
So I do feel love is happening, but I think you guys are not quite where you need to be. So you're open. Just keep being open. And I do feel like they will get up to that level, but they're still learning. They're still learning to open up, is what it feels like. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Evelyn Revilla asks, my stepdad passed away and my sister hasn't been the same since. Does he have a message?
So I know it's really hard, and it feels like this is probably the first really close person that your sister has lost. Unfortunately, this is a big part of life. What I feel from him is that, I'm not gone. Number one, he does show me that he plays with technology around her. So let her know that he has been trying to contact her. It's really important. And I mean, he contacts all of you guys in his own unique way with you guys all. But with her, it's electricity. So it's like messing with the TV, messing with the lights, messing with the radio, that kind of stuff. Okay. So the electricity stuff, let her know that's him. And, he's not gone and he's not leaving. So he's there. Even though, and he does sit on her bed sometimes to comfort her. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Next one.
Nicole asks, "Hi Rebecca and daughter. Will I have a baby boy and will I be okay financially?"
So I do see 2 children in your life, and financially I feel like it's been a bit of a struggle, but this is like the last year for that. That's what I hear for you. It's like abundance and security and stability. You're laying the groundwork for it this year. Yeah.
Okay. This person says, "Hi, Jennifer here. Will I continue my education or will I start something new? Thank you."
So it's interesting because I do see you still expanding your education. So you're still taking some of what it is that you primarily were going to take, but I also see you spreading yourself out, and you're kind of like the person who has a whole bunch of degrees and certification, that kind of stuff, just to make the full picture. So I do see you still schooling, and it does feel online, so I don't feel like you going into a school, but I do feel you still schooling. So for the next few more years is what I hear. But I do think you should continue on this path that you're on. Don't change it. Just add to it. That's what I feel.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, this person, Laura Emily Ann, asks, "Hey lovelies, any messages from my grandma and dad?"
So your grandma's there a lot. She shows me the kitchen, so the kitchen was really important to her. Your dad doesn't come around as much, but mostly because your grandma's been the one taking care of everybody, and you in particular. I do feel like make sure you're maintaining family values, because that's important to her, and she really wants that to be something that's important to you as well. Lots of love from them is what I feel. And with your dad, I hear, I'm there to protect her. And also he takes credit for bringing people into your life. So that's kind of fun, I guess, as long as it's somebody you're going to like and not just somebody he's going to like. Sometimes that happens with dads, right? So that's your message. Lots of love from them.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, this person says, "Hello, my name is Jara. I failed my exam 2 times and I have a 3rd chance. Will I pass my exam, please?"
Yeah. I'm going to give you a tip. Go home, meditate, and see yourself getting a passing grade, okay? I do feel you will. You are really stressed, and you get test anxiety, it feels like. So it can be really difficult to pass when it's almost like when you're sitting there, the answers just kind of go away, and then as soon as you walk away, you're like, oh my God, I know the answer now. What the heck? So try to be calm. I would also maybe get some green adventurine. This will help you a lot with your anxiety about it, okay? So you can find it at any crystal shop. Thank you for the gift, guys. Okay, next one.
All right. Mandy Mull asks, "How many kids do you see for me?"
3 in total. And that came through really loud. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys.
Emma Reed says, "Hey Rebecca, any messages for my granddad, please?"
Yeah, so it's interesting. His presence is pretty strong around you, and what he says to me is, "You watch a lot of TV," is what he says, but I don't really feel like that's true. Maybe in his opinion, but I don't feel that's true. That he is most definitely proud of you. That's the main thing. He wants to see you settle down, is what I hear from him. So I don't know what he means by that, but maybe you do. Next one. There's lots of love there too from him.
Okay, Tracy Michelle says, "Hi, beautiful girls. Do my loved ones have any messages for me? Thank you."
So it feels like there's a lot of people that you've lost. I do get predominantly, it's not a grandmother figure, but it definitely feels like a mom around you. It might not be your mom though, but it feels like a motherly figure. So this is somebody who cared about you in that way. The messages that I hear for you is, one, they're very proud of you. And I do see that you are going to be changing things around in your life. And this year especially, it feels like you're letting go of a lot. And they just want you to know that they're proud of the decisions that you're making and that they're going to be there to support you, because it is hard to let go. Sometimes it's hard to change things, right? Just lots of love from them. Lots and lots and lots. And they're just really proud of who you are as a human being. And lots of light inside of you. Yeah.
There are a few people asking how to get readings.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you can visit my website. It's RebeccaDragonheart.com. There is a book now button. You click that, book in. As soon as you're booked, we send you out an email with time and date. If that time and date doesn't work for you, we can switch it around. We're very flexible that way. It's 45 minutes for the reading, which is usually enough time. Sometimes it goes a little bit over, but that's not a big deal. Yeah.
All right. Callie says, "Hi, will I find a new home soon? I'm getting a divorce. Will I be okay financially?"
Oh, yeah. So what I hear is liberation. Yay. Thank goodness. I know that it sounds crazy, but yeah, things are going to be a little bit tough in the beginning, but you are 100% liberated from this situation. So don't stress too much about that, okay? Thank you so much. You're doing just fine, and I do feel like this is the right thing. It's the right move for you. Oh, thanks, guys.
Bethany says, "Do my friends or family in spirit have anything to say to me?"
Wow, you got a lot of people over there too. Jeez, you seem too young to have that many people over there already. So here's what I hear, Bethany. You are a medium yourself, and you really should hone your skills, because you get a lot of interruption in your life, in your daily life, day and night. And you need to learn how to be a better medium so that you're not being overwhelmed by energy around you, is what I hear. You have a lot of family, but then you're also, like, I feel like there's activity around you and it's not always family. So you can make an agreement with your guides that you only want family, unless of course you don't mind having other people. But the responsibility there is that, just like in life and with living people, we don't just let anybody in. We don't want to do that with spirit either. So you want to make sure that you set your boundaries. You have a lot of activity. You're very open. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Next.
One second here.
Okay.
This person says, "Hi, Eva here. About my future pregnancy, please."
So I do feel imminently, if you're not already pregnant, and it will be a little boy. I do see 2 children in your future. So 2 of them.
Okay. Simon asks, "Hi, do you feel any guides around me? If so, how are they communicating with me?"
So your guides do communicate with you. I feel they do use the numbers, but you don't seem to like that kind of communication. So some of the communication, oh my gosh, sometimes they will use, it's kind of creepy. They'll use people, and you get messages like you'll be thinking about something and then somebody will come and say that very thing to you, or you'll be talking about something with somebody else and somebody will come up and reaffirm that. So they use people a lot around you, and I think mostly because you don't like the traditional form of communication, so that's why they do it that way. So pay attention to the fact that people are reaffirming to you things that you are talking about, feeling about, thinking about, okay? It's really important that you pay attention to that, because it's happening a lot around you and you may not be realizing it. Yeah.
Right. Next question. Marilyn says, "Hi, financially we're a little stuck in this situation. Are we going to recover soon?"
You will. You're going to find that by the summertime, things are going to really improve a lot. There's going to be a shift financially. I feel like abundance is heading your guys' way. And it feels like it's coming from a couple of different sources, so you'll be fine.
Christy says, tomorrow is my mom's 60th birthday in heaven. Does she send me signs? What does she send?
So the birds are her. She also says that she sends you rabbits and feathers. I mean, those are your typical signs. But she does, she seems to leave you coins as well. So she does the old school thing. You find coins everywhere and randomly, just in weird places. But the main thing that she likes to use is animals. She uses animals a lot with you. Yeah.
Hey. Kate Lynn says, should I file for divorce or wait?
I hear not yet. I think the reason why not yet is you're not set up properly to execute it in a way where you're not going to be struggling. So get a plan in place first before you make that kind of decision. I don't want you to struggle. Yeah. Okay.
Claire Ann Mars 88 says, hi from Ireland. My friend got bad news recently. Will he be okay?
Okay, so I do hear it's going to be a struggle. Definitely look at alternatives for healthcare, I think, and keep his spirits up. That's a really big part of it. Don't let him go down that rabbit hole, because I feel like he could easily, and if he does, he will lose. So keep his spirits high and happy. And I mean, we have the power to reverse anything. I know that for a fact.
Right. Marina says, any messages for me from loved ones or guides?
So, you're very successful at what you're doing, and I do hear for you, it's like, one, keep doing and being the person that you are. And I do hear that this year for you is about opening up to your spiritual self. So you've kind of scratched the surface is what I hear, or you've like dipped your toe, but you haven't really allowed you haven't really let the shift happen is what I hear from them. So let that shift happen. There's a lot of information online that can help you with that. I would start with just listening to meditations that are going to help just improve your life. I really feel like for you, it's making my third eye itch. Manifestation. Look into that, because I feel like that's probably the only area of your life that you want to have more control over. Yeah.
Okay. Kiara says, I have been seeing lots of synchronicities lately. What's the message from my spirit guide?
So the synchronicities, it's interesting. Like the last 8 months for you has been about, you've really opened up your third eye, and you are heartfelt. So when they show me that, it means that you lead by your heart, which means that you are somebody who wears your heart on your sleeve. You support the underdog. You're just very heartfelt. So you have to really focus on learning how to control that chakra, because if this is how your gift works, you can get hurt really easily. So it's really important that you continue your training is what I hear. And like the last 8 months for you have just been a phenomenal experience, and it's just going to keep going. So just keep doing your training. Heartfelt. Okay. So work on that. Okay.
Gabby says, hey, does my grandpa or grandma have any messages for me?
So I don't feel your grandpa so much, but I do feel your grandmother a lot. It feels like she shows up a lot at night. So when you're in your room and it's, sometimes you feel like somebody's there, that to me feels like her. So don't be afraid. Be open to it, because she's just trying to communicate with you. I do feel that, she's just trying to get your attention to let you know that she's not gone and that she still loves you and that you are still very well taken care of from her. Okay. Grandfather, it doesn't feel like he's around too much, but it might just be the circumstance at this point. It might change or shift. I just don't feel like you need him as much as you would your grandmother energetically. Yeah. Next.
Right. Pamela says, does my father have anything to tell me? Heart.
Loves you so much and is so very proud of you. Like, absolutely proud of you. You turned out to be so unexpected, is what he says. Like, so unexpected. And just please continue to do what you're passionate about, is what he says. Keep being you. Be authentic you. not the other person. Lots of love from him too. Like, he just really shines a lot of love on you.
Okay. Kayla says, "Hey, from NC ladies, do you have any messages for me? Maybe from my papa? I'm struggling."
Oh, honey. So what I do here for you, honey, is that by the summertime, things are going to improve a lot. I do feel a lot of new people coming into your life, and really important people. And these are your, like, tribe, is what it feels like. So things are getting better, okay? Try to focus on the positive stuff, because things are really improving. You have a lot of newness coming to you, and it's a lot of brightness. Thank you so much for the gift, guys. Oh, thank you.
All right.
Oh, you guys are so sweet. Next one. Wow.
Dan says, "Who was there to help my brother Rob when he passed?"
So I feel like there was 3 people with him. 2 of them were family, and 1 was a friend of his. So 2 female family members, and 1 was a friend of his that was there. Yeah. And it was quick. It feels like, I don't know if he, like, just left before the body stopped, but it feels like done, gone. No pain, no nothing, no suffering. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Lipa asks, "Good evening. Am I going to study abroad next year?"
No, I don't think not next year, but only because of circumstances. I feel like the year following. So you may start your program online, and then it'll transition, is what it feels like. Yeah.
Okay.
Just because of circumstances. I know it sucks. We all hate it, trust me.
This person says, "Vithi is my name. Will I find love soon? If so, when?"
Yeah, so you're ready this year. You've spent some time alone, so it's good. You've been processing. I do feel by the later end of summer. Yeah.
Okay. Kai Mei, with like 2 E's,
Okay.
says, "Can you connect me with my siblings?"
Yeah, you have a lot of people on the other side too. You know, it's so interesting to see that many family members passed away. There's a lot of support for you, but in particular, I feel, it's interesting. It's one main energy that comes through constantly for you, and it feels like like your sister, or feminine energy at least. And it's very protective and has been kind of meddling, I guess is how I would put it, but not in a bad way, just trying to make you pick certain things and certain people in your life. So you got a lot of support on that side, but you might want to have a conversation with your family and just let them know that, like, you're here to live and they're there to support, not to make decisions on your behalf, is what I hear. All right?
Okay. There are, again, more people asking about readings and how much they are.
Yeah, so they're $100 Canadian. I don't know what that converts to in other people's. I know it's a lot less because our money doesn't bring as much in as yours does, but it's 45 minutes, and if you go to my website, it is RebeccaDragonheart.com, and you can book there. As soon as you book, we send you an email with time and date, and we're flexible. If the time and date don't work for you, we can easily accommodate, but yeah, that's how much it is. Oh, thanks, guys. Wow. You guys are so sweet.
That's Maureen and Talia.
Oh, thank you, you guys.
Okay, next question. Okay, Brienne, Brienne, says, "Hello, I suffer from PCOS and want a baby. I've been trying for years. Will I ever have one, please?"
You will. I do feel you might need some intervention to have that happen, but I do see 2 children in your future. So don't worry about that. And, sometimes we accept the diagnosis from the doctor. I'm going to tell you this. I have had clients who have had to get artificially inseminated, had struggle even getting pregnant that way. And what I told them to do is to sit, meditate, imagine your child, holding your child, rocking your child, or nursing, but you want to be moving, okay? And I'm telling you, every single client I have had who has done this method has ended up with a child. So you just have to see it. You have to see the end result and know that it's going to happen. Just see it happening. I do feel that happening for you, so don't worry. Next.
Yep. Kaylee T says, "Hi, I was wondering if my dad watches over me and my grandmother who recently passed.
Yeah.
Any messages?"
I feel your grandmother more, but it's only because she was louder than life, is what I hear. She was really bright and really, really, really present. With your dad, he pops in and out, but he doesn't seem too intrusive. Your grandmother, for sure, is there a lot. And I feel like for you, the message mostly is, enjoy life because it's too short, is what I hear from them. And they love you so much, like so much. Your grandmother was so fond of you. She just raves about you. Next. So sweet. I love it when I can feel people from the other side like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sarah says, "Good evening. Any messages from my mom on the other side, please? I'm Sarah M."
Hi, Sarah M. So what I do hear from your mom is, she shows me you are trying to figure things out. And the key to what you want is tapping into what you're talented at, is what I hear from her. So please use your talent. If you want to find that passion and that purpose in life, it's your talent. That's what I hear from your mom. So find your talent. Okay? Lots of support. Like, she supports you so much. It doesn't matter what you do, she's going to always support. That's so great, eh?
Next question?
Yeah.
Cassandra Michelle B says, "Are we on the right track with all of our career aspirations?"
Yeah, I do feel it's going to look a little bit different than you anticipated, but it's going to expand into something really great. Keep all the doors open is what I hear. Don't turn away from any of it because, this is what's going to build your wealth is what I hear. Yeah.
Okay.
So, next.
Evelyn says, "Hi ladies, am I open enough to speak with my spirit guides? I need their help."
Yeah, and the thing is, talking to your spirit guides is just like talking to anybody. You just have to talk to them and they're going to communicate back with you, but you have to teach them how to communicate with you. So the way I started with my guides is I asked them to show me blue butterflies and blue flowers. I don't know why blue flowers too. And what would happen is I would ask a question and then I would see it either as an advertisement or I'd actually see it like a blue flower or a blue butterfly. It's about programming them to communicate properly with you. And I feel like that is something that you can easily do. Okay? Easily. Just tell them how you want them to communicate with you and they will communicate with you. They do communicate with you. It's just sometimes we don't understand. Yeah.
Okay.
Next.
Joanna says, "How are you, beautiful girls? My name is Joanna. Do you see reconciliation between me and Albin, and when?"
Yeah, I do. 6 months, I heard. Yeah. Time alone and time apart makes the heart grow fonder in this situation, is what I feel. Yeah. Thank you for the gift.
All right.
Next.
Okay, Emma Reed says, "I suffer with endometriosis. Will I ever have children?"
It's endometriosis.
Oh,
yes, honey, you will. I do see just one child, but you will have a child.
Okay. Trina says, "What should I do about a situation I'm dealing with at my current job?"
So you're going to change jobs, is what I hear. Yeah, it's unfortunate because it's a pretty sweet deal where you are, but at the same time, you don't need to be going through the stress that you're going through. I'm going to give you till the end of this year, and then you'll be switching into a new... It might even be just like switching to a different department or just out of the situation, but I do feel like a new job. Whatever it is, it's new. It's not what you've been doing or how you're doing it now. Yeah. Get lots of crystals because it will help you with that. The negativity, you need to reflect that away from you. It's harsh. Yeah, it doesn't feel good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kristen Bradley asks, "Should I take the leap in this new business I want to start?"
Yeah, I really feel like you should. But here's the thing. Make sure the foundation is firm. Okay? I do feel like you're going to do it with 2 other people. And make sure your website and stuff is up and running first. Okay?
Kendall Pushy says, should I apply to law school or for my MBA?
I heard MBA. So, thank you.
Okay. Becky Turner asks, is there a relationship in my near future?
4 months. So, yay, yes.
One second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Lori Peters Gilroy asks, I'm in a serious crossroad in my career, wondering if you think I will be placed in a new position.
Yeah, it does feel like more responsibility is going to be put on you. And, of course, with more responsibility comes more money. So, it's a positive.
Okay. Carla says, I lost a friend years ago. Does she have a message for me?
Yeah, so she's been a part of your entire journey is what I hear. And I do feel that she's kind of been your inspiration, and she continues to be that inspiration. She's not going anywhere anytime soon. It feels almost like she's become this like surrogate guide for you. And, you know, she was really close and somebody you loved very dearly, and she's constantly still there. I feel like she's the one that gives you your inspiration. To be really honest, that's how it feels. Yeah.
Okay. Christine says, hi, does my dad have a message for me? I just needed to hear something from him.
Oh, honey. Absolutely. So he adores you. You are the apple of his eye, is what he says. His words, not mine. I've never ever said that in my life, but that's what he says. Lots and lots and lots of love. He says that butterflies is something he sends to you, so please pay attention to that, because he says that you don't always necessarily feel him or know that it's him. I think you assume it's him sometimes, but you don't always know for sure. So the butterfly thing is him for sure, 100%. And just so much love, like absolutely loves you. He just really does adore you. Yeah.
Okay. Veronica Anderson asks, I've lost 2 babies in the last 7 months. Do you see a successful pregnancy in my future?
Yes. Yeah. I heard it right away. It's a rainbow baby. So yes, you will have a baby. Again, do the technique where you see yourself, meditate and see yourself with your baby. Make sure there's motion, because the way the subconscious mind works is it has to be moving. It can't be stagnant. Yeah.
We also have about 10 minutes left.
What? That went fast.
Yeah.
How many are online right now?
232.
232. Okay, I'm going to do the announcement right now, and then I'll take some more questions. So, Maddie, look at your screen. Mm-hmm. And there's somebody on there. Mm-hmm. Who are you drawn to?
This one.
Which one?
Kathleen Crozier.
Okay, I'm going to give you a free reading, Kathleen. How do you say her last name?
Crozier?
Can you take a picture of it so we have it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Kathleen, I want you to email me. I just felt like I needed to do that today. It may be something that happens often. Who knows? But Kathleen, how do we say her last name?
Crozier?
Crozier? Crozier?
Crozier,
Crozier, maybe?
She asked, are my results true from today?
Well, yes, I think. Well, there you go. So, Kathleen, I'm going to give you a free reading. So just shoot me an email, okay? Just so I have your contact information. That's all I need from you.
Give you her user to DM her.
Yeah, perfect. Just take a picture of it so I have it. Awesome. Okay, more questions.
All right.
That incense made my nose stuffy.
Oh.
Don't burn that one again.
And congratulations, Kathleen. Okay. This person says, my name is Linda, and I just want to know if my husband Rob has a message for me.
Oh, yeah, honey. So one was not ready to leave, for sure. And I feel like is still ever present. Like, oh, yeah, I get total shiveries. Always with you in bed. So you are not alone in bed, okay? And I do feel like he is by your side always. So please talk to him as if he's still here. because the more you communicate with him, the easier it will be for him to communicate back. Okay? There's so much love still and so much caring and adoration. So please just be open to that.
Okay. Santa Renard asks, should I break up with my soulmate because he is uncertain?
So here's the thing you got to ask yourself. How long are you willing to wait? Because this feels to me like it might take him some time. And that is unfortunate. It's not fair. So I would say really think about whether you're willing to wait. Here's the thing about soulmates. You can bring another vibrational match that is just as good, if not better, just by knowing what it is you're wanting and desiring. Okay? So there's not just one soul out there for us. There are there's 7 billion people on this planet, and we all resonate at different frequencies, but some of us all resonate the same, right? So I know you can bring more to you. The thing is, you're more in love or more open and receptive is what it feels like. So that can be very hard and it can be very painful. And do you want to wait? I feel like for him, it'll take a year before movement happens. So that's what you want to think about. If that feels like something you can handle, then you can hang on. But if that's something you don't think you can handle, then, let him go and manifest somebody who is ready and who is in alignment with what you are wanting. Because a year is a long time. So.
All right. Sarah 52 asks, is my sister with me? Are the ladybugs from her?
So ladybugs, she also says lilies are important. So whatever the lilies are. And I do hear also for you doves. So white doves, white feathers. Those are from your sister. She's your inspiration too. It's funny. Oh, yeah. She talks in your ear. So she does a lot of that, a lot of whispering in your ear. There is communication from her, like really, really, really loudly. So she's a big part of your life. Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah Planeta asks, we lost Steve's father of my 3 kids. Please, does he have a message for them or me?
So it feels like he visits the kids often, and it feels like one of them can see and feel him. The other 2 not as much, and I do feel like it's like he's very guarded of them, so he protects them and he watches over them, and so very, very loving of them. I do see, he doesn't just go to them, but mostly for the kids. Like he comes back for them more than anything. Yeah. Thank you for the gifts, by the way, guys.
We have 2 minutes left.
2 minutes. Okay, so if you guys are looking to have a reading done, just head over to my website, which is RebeccaDragonheart.com. Almost forgot mine. I do book up pretty fast after my lives, so if you really do want a reading, please book it right away. I am booking into April, so it goes fast. Thank you so much. We'll take another question just before we go, just because I like to do this. This is my life.
Sonia Rose Hanlon, you're our last question.
Hey.
She asks, any messages from my grandfather?
So your grandpa's little girl and has, he's always had a fondness for you. It feels like there's other people in the family, but you seem to be very special. What I hear is that, when you're outside, and when you're outside is when he's around the most. And I don't know what it is about the outside that's significant, but he shows me that that's the important time. So he's with you when you're outside, and there's a lot of support and love from him. He just adores you. You were his little peanut. Yeah. All right, guys. Wow, that I just can never understand how fast that goes. It's just so incredible. You guys are amazing. I will be back on, I think, I haven't figured out what day, so I will announce it as I always do. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for being a part of all of this. Thank you for the gifts. You guys are amazing. I love you guys so much. And don't forget to check out my website, okay? There are testimonials and things like that on there. The website is also in my profile, but it's RebeccaDragonheart.com, okay? And I love you guys. Maddie, you want to say bye?
Yeah, and if I didn't manage to read your messages, try again next time. I can't always see all of them, but I do try to read them.
All right, you guys are so beautiful. We love you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, I always do that. Why do
one.
I always do that?